It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Hi guys, good afternoon. Wednesday, 25th of September 2019, 3 p.m. CET. Piotr here. This is the New York Open live market coverage on Liteforex Global YouTube channel. So good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, whatever you are, guys. Plenty of action happened after our yesterday meeting. So it's a shame that we missed DJ by 6 points and euro dollar by few. Then euro dollar hit our supply level. I was so scary. So yeah, this time I didn't trade euro dollar. Anyway, there were plenty of fireworks yesterday, and today there is nothing extraordinary when we are talking about the calendar. But I bet the similar fireworks like what we've seen yesterday might be in place a little bit later today. So before we start, as usual, risk warning, guys, please bear in mind trading FX on margin, trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investment. Please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay, as I mentioned, plenty of things were moving yesterday. All this Mr. President Trump related stuff around the impeachment inquiries. So yeah, let's start with this things related to the President Trump, with this impeachment inquiries and stuff like this. I'm going to discuss this with Michał within the next few minutes, but what is important, we are going to repeat this again, but for you, we were talking with Michał about that this morning, and based on the GMT time, 10 past 4 GMT, the Trump is going to meet with Abe, so that's gonna be US-Japan trade deal probably. Then, 6:15 GMT, that's the key here. Trump meets Ukrainian President Zelensky, and 8 p.m. GMT, there is going to be the press conference of President Trump. So the second part, the late part of the US session, might be highly volatile. So be careful, guys. Be careful this evening. All right. So that's what we have from that perspective. But there were some fireworks on the crypto space as well, guys. And we do separate meetings related to the crypto, but because we had the last one Monday, and plenty of actions yesterday took place. So let's start the same as this morning. Let's start with a quick Bitcoin update right here, right now. So let me just switch to the Bitcoin chart. There you go. Should be visible right now. Anyway, that's the weekly chart. Of course, doesn't look good. We were talking about this, how it looks from the monthly chart perspective, these upper shadows. But finally, to be honest with you, it happened faster than what I thought. It happened faster than what I've been talking about. I thought that it might happen today, but everything happened yesterday. So let's switch to the daily. If you remember, if not, then please go back, watch our morning meeting and watch our Monday meeting in relation to the crypto. Anyway, we hit finally on the weekly demand zone. I've been talking about this 9,500, that what I want to see on a weekly, quick drop, but the weekly close move back above, so we are going to have lower shadow. So plenty of time right now for bulls to work that scenario out. So hopefully that's what we are going to get from that perspective. Anyway, of course, right now it doesn't look good. Plenty of different explanation what happened and why we broke so strong to the downside. Well, let's make it as clear as possible. We were discussing, guys, that it's not enough from the bull's perspective to try to just defend 10,000, right? And it turned out that the 10,000 this time is like 6,000 previously here, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. It turned out that this 10K is something similar we've seen here. So huge breakdown. I think some kind of the consolidation. So this weekly zone here right now, which is being tested right now, it might be this consolidation phase. And if you remember some time ago, I've been trying to compare the Bitcoin chart ahead of the halving with Litecoin chart. What happened over the course of 6 months ahead of the halving, right? And just visit the archive section on the Liteforex channel on YouTube. Find this video. And I've mentioned there that I do expect sharper drop, consolidation towards the October, November, and then the rally. So the sharp drop took place. Now, now the consolidation is needed, and then huge rally, right? So that's how I see the things here. Well. Now psychological is 8,000, so let's have a look. Hopefully we are not going to get the lower low, some kind of the consolidation today, tomorrow, and trying to close the week back above 9,500. That would work great. In case some action is going on, we will get back to Bitcoin. Right now, let's get back to the FX platform. Okay, briefly. Unfortunately, from the cable perspective, we didn't went higher, right? So the core scenario, the core sell scenario with the rally, with the swing high around 25.60, simply it's not working for now. Looks like they are trading this swing high based on the weekly. So ideally to the point. So that's one of the reasons I'm not interested cable right now. I'm more towards Euro Pound, and that's what we are going. To watch. But let me finish. If you are trading pound, let me finish from the daily chart perspective. Okay, we hit those stops we discussed this morning. So if you are a bull, you wanna see move back and close above Monday low. So you don't wanna have this kind of the engulf here. You want to see move back above Monday low, and would be great to try to close where there was a Monday close and Tuesday open. So if you are a bull, you want to see this type of the action, right? If you are a bear, of course, you want to stay below Monday low, okay, to try to continue to the downside. In case of the continuation to the downside, we are testing those upper shadows. That was the minimum target. That's what we discussed this morning. In case of the breakdown, the bottom of this breakout candle, so something closer towards 23, and the lower shadows here after the break something closer to 22.50, 22.40. So in both cases, I think, in cable, I'm going to wait and see. I'm in a mood of wait and see, right? I do prefer to watch euro pound. That's what we are going to discuss. And instead of the pound USD, I like also slowly. I like euro Australian dollar. So we are going to replace cable by euro Australian dollar, and that's what we are going to discuss a little bit later, right? So euro pound, euro dollar, euro GPY. Here we quite missed what happened yesterday. We didn't hit that supply here. That's what the late US session, this rally towards the end of the session, towards the supply, intraday supply, pre German PMI levels, right? We discussed it might be good from the selling perspective, but it was too late. I was a little bit too scary that during the Tokyo we might see some kind of the stop count. It didn't materialize, so when I woke up we were we were 20 pips lower, right? But of course we are going to monitor euro dollar. This 109.80 right now looks like it's a line in the sand, and you know, it might be smart to be careful with euro dollar trying to sell here, because euro looks good with euro pound, euro looks good with euro Aussie, and euro is trying to consolidate this 118 on euro yen, right? So there is a here and there some kind of the euro demand, so I would be careful trying to sell with the dollar. Of course we are going to watch DJ again today, and guess what? They hit the final level of the I'm sorry, of this pre-market open consolidation yesterday, right? So they hit 1, 2, 3, and right now we are at the bottom of the channel. So no surprise they're trying to recover. Yeah, weekly open. Let's get back to weekly open. Top of the channel. We'll see. I'm bearish, of course, but I do understand that the end of the month, end of the quarter is approaching. So some fireworks possible because of that event. And don't forget, guys, we do have USGDP tomorrow, right? And I'm going to use that opportunity. You are more than welcome to join me tomorrow, 2 p.m. CET, right at the New York Open, 30 minutes ahead of the USGDP. But of course, as usual, 8 a.m. CET, we are going to cover pre-London Open live here on global YouTube channel, Liteforex global YouTube channel. So we are about to meet twice tomorrow, and you are more than welcome to join me in both cases. Okay, it's time to try to connect with Michał. So he's going to update the macro, he's going to update the situation with President Trump, and at the same time I'm going to make the update on the charts. All right, so guys, please stay with me, all right, and we are going to get back together with Michał within the next few seconds. Hello, test.
Test. Hello.
Something
Can you hear me good?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. I cannot see you.
Oh, I don't know why. I have the camera is on.
Yeah, so Let's
Give me a
try.
second.
Let's try one
Maybe
more time.
maybe I have the slow internet right now. I will shut down a couple of windows.
You know what? Let's try again.
Oh, okay, okay.
We do have some technical problems here. I don't know why. It could be. One more time. Oh, come on, now it's better.
Better? Okay.
Of course, good afternoon.
You did not hear me previously?
I can hear you, I can see you. So
Okay.
all good. All looks like this time is all good.
Okay, perfect.
How are you doing?
Good, good. As usual, nothing extraordinary, as you could say.
Okay.
Yeah. I like to copy. I like to copy your, best quotes. Okay, maybe we'll go for the update.
So
Yeah,
let's make the update. Yeah.
yeah, about this conversation between Ukrainian President Zelensky and Trump. We don't have like the specific comment from the Ukraine president when the journalists asked him about that. He just said it was it didn't say nothing, right? He just said that only person who can put a pressure on him is his 6-year-old son, and that he will not comment about that. It was like this conversation was not private, but not that he can comment about, and it was nothing about nothing about especially that it was something or it wasn't something going on, right? Yeah. So I think we have to wait for some for the Trump representatives to unveil the conversation to the public, which he said that he will do it today.
He ordered that yesterday, right? Correct.
Yes. That it will be done for Wednesday, which is today. So we just have to wait for it, right? So maybe some tweet or other stuff will be released later today.
Let's have a look what we have on the chart, because the media, they love to comment that the stock weakness or stock sell-off was based on this impeachment inquiries, which, to be honest with you, I don't believe. And you were talking that you are in a contrary, that you are a buyer on the dip, that for you you see it as an opportunity. I think that because of where we are, that's what we discussed this morning, because I'm still in a contrary, but because of where we are, the bounce is possible towards the open. But I think it's my feeling. So don't get that, guys, that all in or something like this. Do your own research and proper money management. But I think that market simply was looking for any kind of the excuse to just go down. So it was good from the media perspective that they were able to explain to the Joe that market went down because of this impeachment inquiries and political uncertainty, which is, in my opinion, not true. Simply, market was heavy even before that, and we were looking, even before that news, we were looking to sell because of where we were. But because of the move was so aggressive, I'm not gonna be surprised, as I mentioned, to see the bounce. So again, the weekly open the blue dotted line, as well as the top of that channel on the DJ. That's what we are going to monitor. That's what we are going to wait for and look for. Yesterday, unfortunately, we missed the short opportunity by 6 points, but that's how it looks from time to time. So from the indices perspective, specifically from the DJ perspective, we are looking to sell, and maybe some kind of the spike based on the one of the news, either related to the US-Japan trade deal or during the President Trump press conference later today. But in case there is a spike, I will look for some kind of the sign of the weakness to try to take the advantage of the rally. But again, I do understand we might see unusual move to the upside, mostly because of the window dressing and end of the month, end of the quarter is approaching. Back to you, Miao.
I think more like the downside is also a possible, which we have tomorrow. We have also the GDP data, which the forecast is that the GDP will stay at the same level, which I think that maybe not yet. Maybe we today we will see some rally towards the you said before the week opening. So I will not be so I will be contrary to your to your prognosis that today we will see some rally up yet, but also the positive information are floating from China, that they want to be more open, and then right now they also want to the US to remove all the unreasonable restrictions, they said, but I think we will have to wait for some big move, easy move from US side, until the towards the closer towards the election.
Okay,
they try
so
to
let me stop you here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned China, so let's have a look what is going on the Chinese yuan, because situation is very, very interesting. Before the end of the previous week, before this Chinese cancellation meeting in Montana, we saw the huge breakdown through 710, and we were trying to get back. There was a retest, rejection, but the cancellation of this meeting of the Montana was the good excuse to push through that 710 to retest. And today, what is very interesting, and I saw this what you've said about this China news, also they want to buy more those soy and whatever they are going to buy. But anyway, but guys, something is market is not going to take that word from both US and China, and is selling off the Chinese yuan right now, and not necessarily that's positive from the stocks perspective. So the good thing is, from the buyer's perspective, that we got back through 710. Monday, Tuesday, there was an attempt to get back lower. We hold this 710, and there is a response from the buyer side right now. So 714, 715 is the next possible target. Let's have a look how we are going to behave at this green line 714 based on the daily chart. Back to you, Michał.
I want to also add something about today's macro data releases, like the new home sales. I think the estimates are that reading will be a bit higher, and I think I'm also positive about this reading, because we have lately the twice the rate cut, right? So I think it will cause some improvement of the reading, some positive data from the new home sales. So I think it will be dollar positive, and I closed the platform, but last time when I was looking at it, the dollar was strengthening. So I think for today maybe for today, as I mentioned before, with the stocks, we will see some small rally. And yeah, what I want to also add for today, that we have some information from the UK, if you don't mind.
Sure,
we could
sure.
add something because we have the information that the opposition of the Boris Johnson is divided about the next step with the Brexit, right? So
Let me stop you for a second here. Yeah, we can. I think that we can point it out that it's a perfect circus in UK right now.
yeah. It's like you can watch it like a novel, and the thing is that right now the opposition is more focused on get rid of Boris Johnson than to think about what to do next with the Brexit, and I think that the market is right now as I mentioned before, the market is every news that is according to get rid of the negative for Boris Johnson is positive for pound, which is because of the fear of no deal Brexit, which
but pound is falling. Unfortunately, we were watching very carefully yesterday. We had this line where we were looking for the long execution. Unfortunately, we didn't hit that level. So similar to the DJ Euro Dollar, we missed that trade. So there was plenty of missing trades yesterday, and we are seeing right now on the Euro Pound strong rally to the upside. We took out the intraday supply, but more important is where we are from the daily chart perspective. And as you can see right here, right now, we hold the 88 levels, and we are about to retest this 89.20 supply again. We are talking about the range from the 12th of September, where the high is even 89.70. So it's a still long way for the bulls to try to push much higher. And we from the bulls perspective, and when we are talking about the medium term perspective, we have to get back above this demand which has been broken here, right? So what we have to see from the medium term perspective, we have to see this type of the move to the upside. Then we can try to from the medium term perspective, we can try to join the party around 89.50, 89, and trying to retest 90 again. So that's from the medium term perspective. Intraday, let's switch to the hourly chart. Intraday, just 1 second. Intraday, it looks very good. We have a Riley base break to the upside. So what I'm gonna to watch right now, how we are going to behave eventually on the retest. Actually, there was a retest. Anyway, 89.20 is a target. Watching 88.50, 88.40 from the possible long perspective. Back to you, Michał.
Yeah, I think that about the pound. Yeah, you said it was falling, but from the daily, it's. I think the trend is clear, and we have this. Can you go back for the daily for a second? Because I don't have my platform, so I can see.
From the daily chart here, if they are not gonna be able to break through, then that's gonna be the direction. Yeah, you're right. But I can't. I don't know. But it's it's like right now, almost like no man's land. No man's land. They got back to the parliament, but as you said, they are more focused. How to get rid of the Boris Johnson instead of how to find the solution. So what we are talking about. So it's still from the pound bulls perspective, they should be happy that they are where they are, because in my opinion we easily can get back above 90 quickly. But anyway, that's my opinion only.
Yeah. Okay. So I think from my side we were talking about UK, Ukraine, and president with the Trump, China, and yeah, I think I don't have nothing to add for the moment.
So we have a strong stocks open right now. As you can see, market is trying to go a bit higher. So let's have a look what we are going to have from this first 5-minute trading range perspective. Just Michał, stay with us for the next 20 seconds. I'm going to update the chart, and then I'm going to say big thank you to you. Thank you, Mr. Michał, that you join us today. So tomorrow morning, right?
Right.
So enjoy the New York session. Let's have a look what all those news are going to bring to us. Good luck and see you tomorrow. Take care.
Yeah. Also, good luck to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care.
Care.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So the US cash open is US cash open, and we are trying to go a bit higher. So looks like market may want to at least try to hit pre-open or Tokyo high. We will see. I'm going to monitor very closely. Weekly open, something close to 27,000 based on my chart, as well as 27,050. That's what I'm gonna to focus from the selling perspective. Well, to be honest with you, also it's gonna be very aggressive from my perspective, but I'm going to watch this today's low. That's the liquidity pool to what we've seen late yesterday as well. Who knows what can happen, but with this type of the move, eventually that this stop count, and immediately we are rejecting, well, I may try the luck to the upside, but guys, no doubt about it, I'm bearish overall, medium term. And we were discussing this yesterday. So only upside right from the start, but still 1.5 minutes left, 90 seconds. We might end up with long upper shadow and negative body. In the meantime, guys, based on the Financial Times article, the global debt surged to highest level during the peacetime, and here is the link for you. I think worth to check. I think it's really worth to check it. Yeah, so very strong first 5 minutes. So yeah, let's have a look what's going to happen next. Monitoring closely. And because of what is going on the Chinese yuan, that's what is going on Aussie dollar, is weakening. Even euro dollar is going lower, so euro is stronger versus Aussie, so probably Aussie is very, very weak versus US dollar. Let's have a look what we have here. Instead of euro, JPY, yeah, that's the free fall right now. That's the free fall. I'm not gonna be surprised to see them going towards 67.20. There is a nice, and that's the weekly open. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm going to wait and see what's going to happen. In case of this type of the close, daily close, immediately weekly open retest and something closer to 67.90. So between 67.70, 67.90. In case of this type of the daily close, I'm going to look to sell again. We'll see. That's why I've mentioned before that it's going to be, it might be challenge trying to trade euro dollar to the downside, because besides the dollar, euro is supported, yeah, by euro pound, by euro Aussie. During the second part of our meeting, we are going to discuss also the oil. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way I've been looking for, meaning that, as you know, I've been looking to sell, but it was different story than what we have yesterday on DJ euro pound or euro dollar. We were not even close to the selling level. So looks like right now market is trying to close the gap, and I'm going to be very careful. The yesterday API private data was in favor of sellers. But you know, if we are going to see a continuation of the stock rally, right, we might see gap close on the oil and rally from here, right? So, well, again, move back towards 60 should be the case. Hi Kainat, how you doing? Hopefully everything is okay. Going through some news services, let's have a look what we have here. Anyway, let's give them a little bit of the opportunity to try to resolve the current prices. As Michał mentioned, we are awaiting new home sales and then crude oil inventories. It's time for a first break today, guys. So the bar is open, coffee, tea, mineral water, non-alcoholic drinks only. So charts are going to stay with us. I'm gonna mute my microphone. I'll be back at the top of the hour for the US data, guys. Enjoy the break.
It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Right guys, welcome back. Second power meeting today. US new home sales for August 713,000 versus 658 estimation, so better. We saw the spike on the dollar yen, but right now that would cause trouble. I've been thinking that maybe we are going to retest this weekly open. We didn't, at least for now. And this dollar yen is giving up the gains right now. We have this move to the downside on the stocks, but here, if you remember, we are watching the pre-market low. We will see what's going to happen here. We'll see what's going to happen here. Within the next 30 minutes, we are going to have this official EEA data release. Oil is approaching the gap, so also it's going to be very interesting from the FX perspective. Yeah, we are slow right now. But Euro Pound, Euro Aussie, that might be something for me here. In case of the pullback, in case of the retest, Jesus, train very close to my place, sorry about that. We didn't quite get there yet, but they are trying to make the V here. There you go, guys. The moving is because of this White House government this is the transcript of the phone call right here, what I understand. So that's the name of the game today. No housing data, no EEA probably, but this transcript, right? Right now we have this V continue V formation, and we are testing US cash open, right? So after the break retest, fall down, V formation, retest of this of the US cash open, as you can see right here, right now. Dollar yen is recovering as well here. So still this weekly open Monday high. Many different comments right now. What all medias are pointing out is this, that President Trump asked Ukrainian president if you can look into the Biden and his son in phone call. So that's what all the medias are trying to talk about right now. Here is the one shortcut from Jim Sciutto. Trump repeatedly pushed Ukrainian President Zelensky to reopen an investigation of former Vice President Joe Biden and his son, and asked the Ukrainian leader to work with Rudy Giuliani and the AG Barr on the issue, according to the transcript of the July call. So that's the... So dollar like it, stocks like it. So don't forget, guys, there's more to come. We have this US-Japan possible trade deal. We have the Mr. President Trump press conference towards the end of the US session. So everything is possible here. And of course, it's end of the month, end of the quarter approaching. Holy moly. I suggest that about the Evans interview, and Evans said repo issue could be a sign the balance sheet is tighter than anticipated. I would have that in the back of the head somewhere. Liquidity issue. Looks like euro pound. We are going to look for some stops. No pullback on the pound, euro pound I mean. Very, very narrow consolidation on euro dollar. Nothing for me right now, guys. Maybe this DJ and move through these stops because we are below the cash open. We got back below the cash open with very tight stop. But what's going to be the tight stop? What I'm talking about here? Let's have a look. 35 points on the DJ. Not that bad. And we are talking about the levels something like 100. So theoretically it might make sense watching here. Of course I would love to see them higher towards weekly open and top of the channel. Just a reminder, right now we are in the middle of the, we are very close to the support. So I would like to see higher levels. And frankly, it's very possible. So what else? Well, there are first details. That's the White House memorandum on Trump's call with Ukrainian president here. It is based on notes, therefore not an exact transcript, guys. And immediately Adam Schiff, House Intelligence Chairman, said Trump's public statements about his interactions with Ukraine's president are, quoting, damning enough for an impeachment inquiry. Well, it's gonna be tough day, guys, today. It's gonna be tough day today. Don't forget, we are approaching end of the month, end of the quarter. So maybe oil, that's what left for us for now. We have 15 minutes towards the EA data. Closer we are going to go towards this data, I'm going to switch to the smaller time frame, and you know what, I may try to take some kind of the risk with very tight stop in case we are going to see something like this at this yellow zone, like 1 minute chart or 5 minute chart, something like this. There are going to be the attempt to break with the rejection, right? So yeah, very tiny exposure, we will see. And I want to have this lower shadow. Now it's better visible probably. So yeah, that's the visualization. Let's switch lower. Well, that could make sense. Okay, with euro below 80, what we can have here break of Monday low, some kind of the consolidation. It might be 920 next. So if that's the consolidation phase, so 50% is somewhere close to 90. So let's have a look. How low can we go? Yeah, we might bounce from somewhere here, right? Meaning that euro pound is pulling back. It's about to pulling back without hitting any kind of the stops yet. Just for those who haven't heard yet, this supply we discussed yesterday, I was so scary during what was going on, I didn't take. So just to be perfectly clear, right? I didn't take that one. Okay, so we hit the stops below the low. Yeah, that might, some buyers may want to try to step in here. Not gonna be surprised. DJ still got the problem around the cash open. If the plan with oil is going to work here, that might produce the break higher on the indices. I'm going to make two trades to have a possibility to cut partially in case the whole plan is going to work our way, to have a possibility to cut half, right? Less than 2 minutes. Looks like DJ is waiting just for the oil. Gold is weakening as well. And if we are going to get that stops, the things might get interesting from the short-term period or short-term horizons, at least towards weekly open. It looks like market is prepared. The only thing which is not working here is this dollar Chinese yuan. $40 seconds. Let's have a look if there is going to be something tradable for us, for me. Guys, very small exposure. If you haven't, or if you don't understand yet what we are talking about, just demo trading, paper trading, guys. Try to learn as much as you can. All right, let's have a look. Whoa, I'm not sure if it's a new one, but US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, US is imposing new sanctions on 5 Chinese national and 6 entities, including 2 Costco Shipping Corporation subsidiaries who it accuses of knowingly transferring oil from Iran in violation of Washington curbs on Tehran. Well, that's the explanation of the yuan weakening. So dollar yen is going higher, oil is going higher, meaning boom. That's what that was visible ahead of the data. So yeah. But again, oil didn't hit my level. DJ didn't take out the stops based on the pre-market low. Not good. Come on, guys, you should hit lower levels. We are not quite done yet. If you have any questions, that's a very good moment to ask. So DJ is retesting cash market high. So what's the plan with oil? It's still valid. So based on my chart, 55.35 attempt to break this yellow zone, lower shadow, positive body. That might be long setup for me. I'm patiently waiting for a little bit bigger rally to try to take the advantage of the short side eventually, right? So that's about the oil. In case of the euro dollar, if we are going to break through this Monday low in case of the early close, so I would like to see some kind of the consolidation towards end of the day below that Monday low. Then Tokyo morning tomorrow retest of the 50% of this Monday Wednesday range and sell off lower towards 108. I'm not going to touch pound yet. Yeah, I will leave it for tomorrow. Aussie dollar depends where we are going to be at the end of the day. If that's going to be something like this right now, so then the yesterday range is the whole supply zone. At the same time, Euro Aussie, from the intraday perspective, this pullback towards 62.15, right? That might be the case. So because we got back towards this old range here, that's the old range, right? So we got back inside. Let's have a look what kind of the retest we are going to get. Hopefully it's not gonna be Niagara Falls, some lower shadow, and that might be eventually long setup. But the two most important things, guys, here we are fighting with. The first thing first is we are approaching, again, I have to repeat, I'm gonna to keep talking about that till Monday. We are retesting, we are approaching end of the month, end of the quarter, and that's huge. So some unusual price action might take place. Now, don't forget, towards end of the US session today, we are going to have US President Trump press conference, and both them, Democrats and Republicans, they are going to hit the newswire for sure. So be careful. Another reason of unusual price action, especially that's going to be US close, meaning, well, liquidity very, very, very low. DJ, for now, waiting for the weekly open or even top of that channel, right? I would even want to see the top of that channel. Now, is it possible that we are going to get there? Look at the move during the cash session to the downside, right? Look at that move to the downside. Now, if we are going to break today's high, so meaning that we can double that range, boom, top of the channel. There is no reason to try to rush, at least no reason right now. It might be worth with very, very tiny exposure in case we are going to see attempt to break higher and failure, right? That might be some kind of the setup. But again, window dressing, be careful, top of the channel. That's my preferences here. And dollar yen, if you remember from the daily chart, yeah, I think we missed something. And this 109, I don't know how they want to do that, but they will do that, in my opinion. They will do that, especially if we are going to see that strong move as we have right now. Right, there you go. Well, this Monday low, there was an attempt to break lower, holds straight to the upside, and well, I have to be frank here. It looks good. So maybe at some point, or maybe tomorrow, that's gonna be challenge for me to try to go long dollar yen, but it might be the case. All right, oil is approaching the levels, our levels. So hopefully I explained it very, very well. So in details, we know the levels, we know the risk events, we know that we have to be careful. Gold is breaking right now, so the DJ probably is going to move through that high. Question is if they are going to just hit the stops or they will go like, you know, pew. So looks like they are trying to set up risk on. That's what we discussed, that is possible. So yeah, do your own research, guys. Don't follow blindly. That's the important thing here. It was my pleasure to be with you today again. Don't forget, tomorrow early morning, 8 a.m. CET, pre-London Open, only here, Liteforex Global YouTube channel. And then 2 p.m. CET, we are going to cover, that's what's gonna be the most important event probably, in case something is going to burn with the President Trump, but US GDP tomorrow. Even more important that from the FX perspective, if you wanna make some kind of the currency settlement based on the spot, it's T+2, right? Monday is a 30th. So Thursday, then T+2, Friday, Monday, right? So it's going to be very, very interesting, guys. Don't be trapped, and see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the New York session, guys. Thank you very much. Goodbye.